What's up, everybody? My name is Aaron, also known as A-Aron. And I've made a few videos in the past. This one I'm actually going to start trying to help some of you men out there and some of you women out there to protect yourself. A couple things. One, download something to your phone that you can record conversations. Test it out, family and friends. Make sure it works properly. See what it works with and or what it doesn't work with. Secondly, find some type of website where you can do background checks on people. Whatever it is you might use, even talk to your company, see what they use. Whatever works best for you if you're going to get into the dating site or relationships. Third, screenshot every transaction you have with those women and or men online. Make sure you keep a record of everything. If you have to, create files with their first name and or last name, whatever you obtain. Now, when you start to meet these people, give them some time. If they show any reason why they shouldn't be trusted, then check. Or do it day one, let them know. Your choice. Whatever you feel is comfortable doing. Sorry, whatever's comfortable for you to do. Excuse me. I came across this one young lady on Plenty of Fish. Her first name is Catherine. For security reasons, I will not give out her last name. Met her on there. Went on a couple dates. Things didn't add up. She wanted to have sex pretty fast in the relationship. Now, she says it's me. It's not. I got the messages from her. She was pushing for it. And something, like I said, didn't add up. Because usually most women want to get to know a man pretty well before they trust him. Although when they do like him, they like him hard. You know, within 15 seconds, they know if they want to sleep with a man. Now, I know some women will lie to you and tell you it's not true, but trust me. I've worked around enough women to know what's going on. So we went on a few dates. This happens. I kind of question certain things. I tell her, look, I want a serious relationship. I don't want to play games. Yeah. It's basically what comes out of her mouth. So then we go on a few dates because she wants to try to work this relationship. I calm things down a little bit. Sex does happen. I noticed that I started paying for expensive dates and she was paying for the cheap ones. I think once or twice is the only time that she spent like some kind of money on a date. Like, and she would kind of trip out that she was spending so much. So anyways, I noticed that she never left her credit card on the table. She always handed it or walked away with it. Never left it there. When I made my payments, I left it there. I didn't have an issue with it. That was clue number one. Clue number two was we made a bet. We played a game. She loved to be competitive. She always tries to win. And she lost. So her bet to me was if I lose, I have to make her dinner. But if she loses, she's going to make me dinner. Well, I won, and she didn't want to make me dinner. So one day she complains to me and says, hey, look, I would like you to make dinner for me. I'll go back to the credit card thing in a minute. So I said, okay, what do you want? So she tells me. So I make it. She wanted pozole. She comes to my house. I feed her pozole. What does she do other than, oh, the restaurants make it different than this? All right. Now you're just talking shit. You're not winning any brownie points with me. So if you were a 6 when you walked in the door, you're now a 5. She drinks it. She's like, oh, it's missing something. I'm like, well, what do you think it's missing? Well, when I see it in the restaurants, it's red. It has this. I'm like, yeah. You know what they do? They take the leaves out from the chili. They take the chilies out. They put it into a processor. They add a little bit of the liquid that's in there. They blend it all in and they pour it back in there. Is that what you want me to do? Well, I don't know. What do they do in the restaurants? I go, that's what they do in the restaurants. There's nothing different with the meal other than the presentation. The presentation's different. So another week or so goes by. She's asked me to make her another meal, and I said, no, I'm not making you shit. I've already cooked for you. I won the bet. Where's my meal? Okay, what do you want? I go, I want you to make this. No, I can't make that. You asked me if I can make pozole. I did. You eat my pozole and then you talk shit. Then I ask you to make an authentic Filipino food because you say you're Filipino and you can't even make it. So what does she do? She drives to my house with this soup that she made. How does it taste? How does it taste? How does it taste? Concerned now. It was decent. So then another time she brings me another meal. It's the same goddamn thing. When I saw the credit card, we went on one of the dates because I was kind of leery about certain things. She didn't want me to go to her house. We had been dating for a short amount of time, or a long enough amount of time, 2-3 months. She'd been to my house a few times. I've already seen her in different positions, made out with me and so forth. I think we have a relationship going. Never wants me to go to her place. Wants me to pick her up blocks from her location where she lives. Things don't add up anymore. Says she's a nurse, registered nurse. So then I question her on some stuff. I had been in the field for almost 19 years. She shouldn't have a problem answering these questions if she's a true registered nurse. Can't answer them. More red flags, more bells go off. She wants to go to the movies and do things, and every time we go out, it's what she wants to eat, what she wants to do. It's never what I want to do. And that's what all started to irritate me. And I said, I'm not going to let you take advantage of me anymore. So I did a background check. I had some friends pull some strings. Last name didn't match the name she gave me. I already had a clue something was wrong earlier because the phone number she gave me which she would call, the system I had in my phone set up to, was registering as an Albert and different last name. These are red flags. I thought nothing of the name of Albert and a different last name because my phone number back then used to be registered to a different person, which I didn't care, and I thought it was great because it was protecting me to a point. And I figured, it's probably a mix-up. Shit probably happens. Who cares? It's not always the same. So like I said, I decided to do a background check because some things didn't add up. And sure enough, there's that guy Albert's name. Husband. Since 2017, 2016, something like that. Shit. The home she owns, Albert. The vehicle she drives, Albert. The phone, Albert. LVN. Work this place, that 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 place, that. Lots of different locations, which to me is also another red flag. Bad employee. Problems at work. Maybe companies don't exist and she's just fluffing her resume. Came from the Philippines, worked as visa, return, something like that. Other things started popping up. So now I'm scratching my head going, shit. I just banged a fucking married woman. Now my conscience is going crazy. Kicking me in the head. So I said, I'm going to give her one chance to come clean. Let's see if she does it. So she wants to go to the movies. I want to see something else. She says, no, I want to see this. If not, I'm not going to go. Fine. I acted like I was broke to see if she would pay. So she had to try to hide her credit card or her cards. Finally, I saw a glimpse. I saw the last name that matched Albert. And I said, oh, so how is Albert doing? Who told you? Who told you? Who told you? Oh, okay. So not, hey, you know what? I apologize. I should have been honest with you. I've been fucking around. I'm a slut. Some shit like that. No. Basically pull the Democrat way, a card, Good old deny. How'd you find out? Who told you? Oh, these are not true kind of bullshit. So then we're leaving. Yeah, we need to talk. You don't know everything. Really, I don't. What don't I know? What do I need to know? Oh, Albert knows it's okay because he's 75. He's old. Well, no, sorry, because he's old and he can't have sex much. I go, yeah, because he's 75 and you're claiming to be 38. So why did you guys get married? Just so you can come from the Philippines here to America? Or are you his caretaker? And by the way, I wasn't being mean to her. I'm just exaggerating a little bit how I spoke to her. I was actually very pleasant. I said, look, I need to know all these things because I don't want some guy driving out of my house trying to beat the shit out of me in front of my kid because I will protect myself. I don't know what's going on. You're the one lying. I'm divorced. I have kids. I've been honest about everything else. I pay alimony. I pay child support. I don't lie about any of these things. I was married for so many years. I don't need to lie. So then she gets defensive. Oh, you're divorced probably because you're an asshole and this is your second marriage and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you know what? Defend yourself because you got caught. Go ahead, defend yourself. Look, I was only married once. First woman I was with, I've told people too, and I put it on here. I came home to catch her cheating. So I didn't please that woman. Sounds like the same scenario I just got myself into. One dick's not enough. How many dicks do you need? We're not Pokemon. You can't collect us all. And eventually, some of us start talking to each other and we say, we don't want you. You've been used and abused. So then she starts bashing about the sex and everything else. And, oh, you came too fast. And this. I go, now you're just bashing because you don't have shit. And by the way, I'm the one doing all the work. If I put in an hour and something worth of work, that woman couldn't even do 2 minutes of work. It was always, I'm tired. I need a break. I'm tired. Yeah, you can't do shit. You can't please a man. That's why you want other men, because we catch on to you. You're not here for us. You're here for you. You're selfish. You're a bitch. You don't love men to love a man. You don't want to be loved either. You just want to be... That gets boring after a while. And especially when it's someone that you don't love or doesn't love you in return, it's not good anymore. It's boring. It's like being the greatest player in basketball and whooping everyone's ass. After a while, you want to... excuse me. You want a challenge. You want competition. You want that ball to be passed back. When someone truly loves you, they will make an effort to please you, to make you happy and meet you halfway. So I knew where she lived because she lied. I found everything else out. So then I take her back to her vehicle. She drives home. And instead of having the balls to tell me to my face, she sends it in a text. This is not going to work out, blah, blah, blah. I don't care. So I was smart enough years ago, I created backup lines or secondary lines. And I sent her a message showing her the fuck ups she just did. All the conversations we had and where she had opportunities to come clean. Next day, she's calling and texting and calling and texting, trying to get a hold of me. And I'm just ignoring her like, go F yourself. Oh, I want to talk to you. I need to lay this out. Can we go have lunch? I want to eat fish. I go ahead. Don't you want to go? I go, no. After seeing how much that I have to pay for these meals, I know what you can eat. Excuse me. I'm not your bank account. Have Albert pay for it. Matter of fact, use his credit card. You're already using it anyways. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Fine, you're not hungry then. I go, if you want me to trust you, you come pick me up at my house. There's a Mexican restaurant we're going to go to. That's where I would rather eat. I want to eat a torta. No. And I go, then don't bother me. So she keeps talking her smack. So I decided to get in my truck. I drove down to her place. Rang the doorbell. I can hear her shuffling behind the door. She's panicking. She opens the door. Hey, how you doing? And I shit you not, that's the face. She does that a lot. And if you know Catherine, if you know who I'm talking about, she does that shit a lot. And she has these veneers. It's just, that look. Not trying to bash her veneers, but like I said, these are things that kind of gave certain things away. I started to put two and two together. Realized that she wasn't really here for that long. She's not a real American citizen. Like I said, little things I started to put together. I don't have a problem with it, as long as you're legit. When you start lying to me, I can't trust you anymore. That all goes out the window. So then she tries to pin me in her house, wants me to bang her in her living room. And I'm like, no, I don't want anything to do with you. You are a liar. Well, you came here thinking you're going to find Albert? I go, I don't know what I came here for. Basically, just let you know that I know where you're at because you didn't want to tell me anything. You lied. You constantly lied to me. She also told me, too, she wanted a relationship. She wanted to get married in 5 years. That's where she saw herself. I said, how can you get married if you're already married? You can't. You need to get a divorce first. I go, and even then, now you're married to, you're not even a legal citizen. You get married to another man from another country. You can't get married right away. Not that I'm aware of. And I go, you have to get divorced first. You're going to lose half of everything. You don't know anything. Blah, blah, blah. This is my house. I laughed. Turned around. I was just trying to walk away. I said, the house is owned by Albert. Your car is under Albert's name. Your phone records are under Albert's name. None of this is yours. He just has the credit. It's my money. Then it's Albert's house. It doesn't matter if you're paying the monthly bills. It's not in your name. None of it's yours. So then her jabs are, well, guess what I tell my friends at work? You're my PRN. PRN means as needed. So I said, great. You didn't actually burn me, you burned yourself. You're telling everyone you're a slut. And you'll F anything that walks. And you keep chasing me, calling me, trying to work things out means I'm good at what I do. You love the way I make you feel. But you can't tell me the truth. And that's what sucks. You're still married. I have a conscience. I can't be with the woman who's married. It's not right. For all I know, you can just drop me off any minute. Go right back to Albert or find the next guy. And that's what she said. Yeah. Whenever I'm done with you, you're gone. I will be on the next guy. Good, then go. And if she says she didn't say that, I have the text messages too and the voicemail. Or the recorded conversations. I go, good, then go. Because you're not going to waste my time. Like, I've already wasted this much time thinking you were legit, just to find out that you're a piece of shit. You're a liar. So men out there, be careful. Protect yourself. Record all your conversations with these girls you meet online. Screenshot all the messages you had with them when you met them the first time. That way, in case they try to pull some shit like this, not saying it were to happen, but in case some guy drives to your freaking house in the middle of the night, tries to punch your teeth in, you can show him, look, I knew nothing about you. Your wife, your girlfriend, whatever it is, had every opportunity to come clean. They chose not to. And I tried being nice to her and allowing her to change her ways. I said, you know what, if you want this to work, I know you like me. But then she kept talking shit. I'm ugly and this and that. I said, you know what, your score keeps dropping. The more you keep talking all this shit, you're uglier and uglier by the minute. And she loves that confrontation, by the way. I hate it. I can't stand when a woman just wants to fight. It's not cool. It's an ugly look. See this? This is not a cute look. This is a nice look. I would rather see that all day. An ugly bitch face? Nah. It's not funny anymore. And especially when they do that Kamala Harris laugh. That it's because they're losing. And they know they're stupid, but they just can't figure it out yet. They think no one else is catching on. Catherine, you're not a woman yet. You never will be. And I know you're afraid to lose Albert because you'll lose everything you have. And the sad part is you told me you dated a guy for 1.5 years, and then some other guys for a couple of months here and there. And then you dated me for a couple of months. That's like 3 years, give or take. You've only been here 4. That's not a good look on people. And if you're over there telling your friends that I'm your PRN, you're crazy. You're crazier than you think you are. Your intelligence is gone. Your credibility is out the door. Your mouth doesn't work as good as you think it does. More shit comes out of this than comes out of Uranus. You're not a good person when you do that. And you've even told me you don't care, you don't give a fuck. Then if you don't, then don't worry when us guys piss on you. When we slap you around or call you names. You said you don't care, then don't. When these guys treat you like shit, don't come crying to me or anybody else. You said you don't give a fuck. Then don't. To all of you women too who disrespect yourself and who say shit like that, what you put out in life is what you're going to get in return. If you treat a man like shit, expect to get treated like shit. You want a real man, then treat a man well, and he'll be there for you forever. He will take care of you, he will stand by you, he'll protect you. But doing this to me, or any other good man out there, you're not winning any brownie points. And your self-esteem is so low. When they said you were an 8 and you took it to offense, I told you to your face, you're a 6 on a good day. You kept calling me ugly and regular all the time. Said you can talk all the shit you want. It's not only about this, it's also about what's inside here. That's what counts the most. And I respected you. I respected your son. I didn't mistreat you in any way, shape, or form, but you just kept acting like a complete asshole. And you thought it was funny. And then cheating on your husband, that's worse. Men, protect yourself. Some of you ladies do the same thing. I know you're getting fucked over by some of these people. Record, copy, document everything. And to those people who know Catherine, I'm not her PRN. I put my foot down, that's what pissed her off. She didn't like the fact that she couldn't control me and get whatever she wanted, whenever she wanted from me. She had to work for it. And the simple fact is that her telling you that I'm chasing her at her jobs, I can show you a list of messages from her. Her chasing me. She was only showing you some of that stuff, and she tried posting a lot of stuff on TikTok. I shamed her on TikTok for that nonsense too, and she blocked me. Because she was out there trying to bash me and act as if she was in total control and I'm just this loser. Nah. She got pissed because she got caught. She's upset because she got caught. And she tried working things out with me because I knew too much. And she was afraid that supposedly in her eyes, I was going to shame her for the rest of her life, or that I was going to chase her, stalk her, control her. I told her, if you stay with me for that reason, you're an idiot and a pussy. Because that means you have no balls to stand up. You acted all tough. You talk a lot of shit. But in reality, you don't have any game. And if you think you're a 9 just by looks, sweetheart, you're 38 now. When you hit 40, it's going to get worse. You already got the crow's feet and other things growing. You got some chin hair too, by the way. I pointed that out. You're not perfect. But I don't complain. You already know your gut's fucked up too. You even admit to it. You wear high stuff or one pieces when we go out to places because you're ashamed of it. You tease me for having a gut, but yet yours is bigger than mine? You even admit you're fat and your family calls you out on it. I told you look fine as long as you're a good person. That's all that matters to me. But it didn't to you. But like I said, what hurt the most is find out you were married. That's what killed me. I was willing to build a relationship with you. But now I realize that was never going to be. I was just another number. Well, and if you sit there and say I was the best sex you ever had, please. Not even close. And then you try to shame me one time too about me getting a quickie off of you. You know, women don't shame men. That's the other thing that pisses me off. Sometimes we're in the mood and everything is going well. And sometimes it just happens. We can't control everything. I mean, shit. If we could, then why don't you control yours? Why do some of you women take so long to get an orgasm? Why do some of you women have to be put in so many different weird positions? Touch here, grab here, spank there, push it there. Oh, just like that for 45 more minutes straight. By the way, that's another bullshit thing. If us men have to bust our ass for that long to get you an orgasm, then when are you going to do it for us? I mean, I should probably bash her on this line right now. A lot of you women can't do some of the things us men do for you. I've met a handful of girls, actually at the back, I think 3 that were able to keep up with me. Maybe 2. One of them was Rosie. That's probably why I miss her the most, even though she fucked up too. She started dating other guys while we were dating her, trying to work things out. And I was like, fuck this. How is this going to work? Oh, but you're not there when I need you. It's like, I have to work. I got shit to do sometimes. And some of your stories don't add up either, Rosie. I got to protect myself as well. I mean, the constant lies from her too. Oh, I asked you to come over and help me out. Yeah, when? Remember I called you. Okay, I'm looking through my phone record. Nope, you didn't call. Oh, I sent you a text message. What day? This day. Nope, it's not there. Actually, there's a gap from this month to that month. Or that week to that week. Well, I know I spoke to you. When? Where? We met somewhere. I would have had a text message saying, hey, meet me here. Or, hey, you busy? I go, there's not even that. That was another thing. She got pissed. She wanted me to erase all my messages, all my recordings of her, everything. Because I caught her lying. Oh, don't you remember? Yeah, everything's on here. I recorded everything, documented it all because people said I said this and people said I said that. I don't remember. I don't see it anywhere. It's not on my phone either. It's a sad world we live in nowadays. Everyone is, I shouldn't say everyone, because there are some good people out there. Problem is trying to find them. But if you guys are out there and you come across a woman by the name of Catherine, who calls herself Catherine, whatever it is, she has veneers, dyes her hair like a reddish, burgundy-ish color, drives a white RAV, says she's a nurse, but she's only a LVN, lied about that. Be careful. She's married. She doesn't plan on getting divorced. I don't care if you guys want to go out there and screw her. I really don't. Just know that that's already the situation she's in. And if you're looking for a serious relationship, she's not going to give you one. And I know most of the guys would jump on an opportunity like that. By all means, feel free. But my conscience tells me it's not the right thing to do. I want a woman for me. I want a serious monogamous relationship. I want to find the right woman. And the funny thing is, she told me too, you're not my type. Well, first of all, bitch, you approached me on Plenty of Fish. I didn't approach you. So if I'm not your type, why did you send me a message? Secondly, I already told you too, you're not the kind of woman I usually go for. But why are you with me? I'm trying to see if I might have made a mistake. Turns out I did make a mistake. You were married. But I didn't know that part. But everything else didn't match up either. Certain things I wanted to do, you don't want to do. So, in reality, Catherine, I did have feelings for you, but you fucked it up. And that's the sad part. I'm not going to cry. And don't even tell people I did, because I didn't. I just want the world to, excuse me, I just want the world to know that there are people out there like that, and be careful. Protect yourself. Everybody. And she hated that too, that I recorded our conversations. She flipped out, but then she realized, shit. She has nowhere to go. I said, you know what, I'm protecting myself. In case Albert shows up to my house, or cops come to my house, wondering why. Or if I get killed, my kids will know what happened. I don't know how to end this one, but people out there, put your true intentions when you go on these websites. I do. Now, I'll be honest with you, on some of those dating websites, when you act like a dick, a lot of women tend to want to talk to you. When you act like a nice guy, they don't really give a fuck. They wanted to be treated like shit sometimes. And I've tested my theory out on a few of them. I've even made a bet against my homegirl to do it. And she's already in the impression something's wrong. She's like, oh, you guys have it easy. No, we don't. Look what I'm coming across. You know, and then she acted like she was God's gift, like she's the hottest thing out there. I'll never find anything hotter. Please. There are tons of shallow women out there. Trust me, Catherine. There are lots of them out there. But how many are there real beautiful women? That's what I'm looking for. Those are the rare ones. I've met a bunch of mean bitches out there. You're just another one. All right, guys. Peace. I'm out. Take care. Be careful. Protect yourself at all means. Women do the same thing. No body shaming, by the way. That's one thing I fucking hate. Yes, I went off on that one girl, Dow, I think her last name was. She was skinny shaming people because she was skinny shamed herself. Talking about this and that. Listen, we've all gone through it. Just shut your mouth and move forward.